everybody. I forget what day it is, 37. Today is Wacky Hair Day. So if you can appreciate the mayor of Whoville kind of haircut going on for homecoming, always a good time to have fun with the kiddos. Kind of update on, I talked a couple days ago about this idea of decolonizing curriculum, and I've been looking at organizing of how do you garner support with parents and community invested groups to be able to accomplish something like this. And lo and behold, today there was a meeting of our SOAR team, which is Students Organizing Against Racism. It is the student branch of our Buildings Equity team, and they get together and they get to send representatives to the whole equity team. But during the conversation, they were really talking about, like, all right, what do we want to do? Like, what is our focus of what wants to come up? And pretty quickly, it went to representation in curriculum and the lack of literature that is by people of color, and the amount of literature in our curriculum that tells stories that affect people of color, but from a white perspective. To Kill a Mockingbird is talking about racism and anti-blackness in the judicial system, but from a white perspective with a white savior. And then you have Cry the Beloved Country that's talking about apartheid, that's not from a black perspective. And so, kind of going through all these different resources that they're talking about, that they see, and also in their history classes and lack of representation, they kind of got on board of, like, they want to be able to talk to staff and demand more representation in it, in the curriculum, in their English classes, in their history classes, and they want the principal and powers that be to make more time available for teachers to be able to develop that with student input. And so right away they're already talking about scheduling a meeting with the English department to talk about literature and the lack of representation, and then they are hopefully wanting to talk to the history department as well. And so sometimes you think you're leading the work and you find out the students are leading the work, and it's always best that way. So I'm really excited excuse me, where these students are going to go and run with all of this, and how I'll be able to plug their voice and amplify their voice when I'm working things on my angle to try to change curriculum and really work towards this decolonized framework. So I'm really excited for it. Once again, grateful, and shout out to the equity revolutionaries from Chicago. We're going to get this work done, one department, one class, one school, one district at a time, and I'm really excited for it. So as always, student voice, it's where it's at. Let's change the world.